Hello students, today's video is containing the stack applications, and I'm going to discuss two basic stack applications that are conversion between infix and postfix, and second one is evaluation of a postfix expression. So before starting, how can we convert infix expression to postfix expression, let me tell you what these type of expressions are. Let's take the infix expression. The general type of expression, mathematical expression, which we use in our daily lives is infix, because all the operators are in between operands. Such type of expressions are called infix operations. And for postfix, all the operators are after the operands. Whenever the operator appears after the operand, then it becomes postfix, and if the operator is before the operands, then it is called prefix operations. Both expressions are performing same function. I have given example of a plus b. If we write in infix expression, we will write it a plus b, because plus operator will be in the middle of the operands. That means a and b are the operands, plus is the operator, and it will be placed in between the operands. So this is the way we write infix expression. Now for postfix, the operator will come after operands. Both operands have to appear first, then the operator. And last one is prefix. In prefix, the operator appears before the operands. So these are the basic three types of expressions, or the three types of ways in which you can write an expression. So with the use of stack, we are going to convert infix expression into postfix expressions, and it is going to be such type of questions are going to be there in your CBSE exam. Second application of stack is evaluation of postfix expression. That means an postfix expression will be given to you, and you have to solve it. You have to find out the answer with the use of stack. Now this is the example of postfix expression, and this postfix expression is to be solved, and the answer, you can see the answer is calculated here. How? Because 4 and 8 are two operands, and the plus is the operator, so we have to add 4 and 8. So I have written this particular expression like this in the infix way. So we have to write 4 plus 8 like this, and this is the left thing, that is 3 minus, it will become minus 3. So whatever result will come after 4 plus 8, and we have to subtract 3 from that result. This is how you can solve manually, but in paper, in your exam, you have to use stack to evaluate the postfix expression. I will take two examples for both applications of stack. This is the algorithm for conversion of infix to postfix. Now let's understand how we have to convert our infix expression to postfix expression. Now before starting the conversion, we will add opening and closing parentheses in the expression. Whatever expression is given to you, you have to just insert opening and closing parentheses. Then the first, this one, opening parenthesis, is to be push into the stack. Now we have to maintain two sequences here. First sequence will be your stack, and second one will be your list. Answer will be in the list. And before taking an example of your conversion question, let's understand the algorithm, how the conversion is going to be take place. We have to maintain two sequences here. One is stack and another one is list, and the answer is going to be stored in the list. We will use stack to convert the infix expression to postfix expression, and that converted result is going to be stored in the list. So how it is going to happen, let's understand the algorithm and we'll take an example to solve it. Now we have to take our expression one by one from left to right. Each symbol we have to see whether it is an operand, it is a left parenthesis, it is an operator, or it is a right parenthesis. We can get 4 options for each and every symbol in the expression. It can be an operator, it can be a left parenthesis, it can be an operand, or it can be an right parenthesis. For all 4 types of option, we have to perform some specific tasks. So let's take them one by one. If the symbol is an operand means A, B, 4, 6, any number or a symbol, an alphabet, then that is the operand. For any operand, you have to add it to the list, because we are maintaining one stack and one list. So if you will find a symbol as an operand, you have to add it to the list, not to the stack. This is the first rule. Always if you find A, B, C, D, any alphabet or any operand, you have to add it to the list. Now second thing, if it is an opening parenthesis, that is opening bracket hai agar, then you have to push it to the stack. Okay, for opening parenthesis you have to push it to the stack. And if it is an operator means plus, minus, multiply, divide. If it is an operator, then we have to make some decisions here. So let's take this operator first. If you have got the operator, then you have to check whether there is an operator inside the stack. If you have an operator inside the stack, then you have to check the precedence of both the operators. One is the input operator and second is inside the stack. Now if the stack has an operator with higher precedence than this incoming operator, then you have to pop that operator from the stack and add it to the list. Now try to understand it. If you have get an operator as incoming string, incoming symbol, an operator, then you have to compare it with the operator placed inside the stack. If the stack's operator has higher precedence than our incoming operator, then pop that operator from the stack and add in the list. Otherwise, if the stack has lower precedence operator, then simply the incoming operator is going to be pushed in the stack. You need not to pop the operator from the stack at that condition. So fourth option, maybe you get an closing parenthesis. If you get an closing parenthesis, then the rule says pop all the symbols inside the stack, all the operators inside the stack one by one, add to the list till you get corresponding opening parenthesis in the stack. So I will explain this algorithm with an example. It will be much more clear to you then. Suppose this is the question that this is my infix expression because all operators are placed between my operands. So this is the infix expression and I want to convert it to the postfix expression. So what you need to do, you need to make a table. In that table, create input column in which you will write all the symbols of your question, all the symbols. And one more thing, insert one opening and closing parenthesis by yourself. So in the given question, you have to use opening and closing parenthesis. Okay, so I have inserted one opening and closing parenthesis. You can see in this column this opening and closing parenthesis has been inserted. and this is the expression which is given in the question. Now first thing, I have received a opening bracket. So the rule says if you receive an opening bracket, then push it to the stack. Okay, so let's do that. I have pushed this opening parenthesis in the stack. Okay, first symbol has been done. Now come to the second symbol. Second symbol is A. Now A is an operand. So for an operand, what is the rule? For any operand you have to add it to the list. So let's see what we did. We took this operand and we stored it in the list. List is my third column. I told you that we have to maintain two sequences here. One is stack and one is list. So whenever we get any operand, we have to simply add it to the list. We need not to use stack for that. Stacks are going to be used only if we receive opening bracket, plus, minus, any operator, closing parenthesis, then there is a use of stack. So our second symbol has been read and it is been added to the list. Now let's take the third symbol, which is multiplication symbol. Now when you receive any operator, because multiply is an operator, that means we have to check whether we have an operator in the stack or not. In this condition, we don't have any operator inside the stack, so we will simply push this multiplication symbol in the stack. So you can see here, now we have two symbols inside my stack. One was the parenthesis and one we have just inserted, that is multiplication symbol. Now after completion of this multiplication, I have received one more parenthesis here. If there is opening parenthesis, then the rule says push it to the stack. So simply push it to the stack. You can see here nothing has changed in the list, but my stack is pushed by this symbol. Okay, now let's take B. Now B is operand, so operand always added to the list. This operand is going to be added to my list. A was the previous operand. Now I have received B, so my list contains A, B this time. Here you can see another operator has arrived, that is plus. Plus is an operator. Then I need to check whether there is any operator in the stack. No, there is no operator here because it is a parenthesis and parenthesis is not the operator. So we'll simply push this operator in the stack. You can see we have pushed this plus in the stack. Now C is an operand, so operand will go to the list without any delay. It will go just like that in the list. Now at the time you receive closing parenthesis says pop operators one by one till you get closing parenthesis, opening parenthesis. This is a closing parenthesis, so its corresponding opening parenthesis is this. So we will pop all the operators till we receive this. So there is only one operator, so we will pop this operator and add it to the list. You can see here we popped this plus and added to the list, and this opening parenthesis also removed from here. We need not to write this opening parenthesis in the list because postfix expression does not require any opening or closing parenthesis. That's the benefit of using postfix expressions. Now last operator is closing, again closing parenthesis, so we will pop all the operators till we receive opening one. So we'll take this multiplication symbol popped out and add it to the stack. Now you can see all the symbols are over now. That means this is the answer. This was your infix expression and here I got my postfix expression. This is how you have to convert infix to postfix. I will take one more example to make it more clear to you. Now I have received an opening because I have inserted opening and closing parenthesis for the expression. For opening, I have to just push it in the stack. A is an operand, so move it to the list. Division is an operator, and I have to compare in the stack. There is no operator inside the stack, so simply push it to the stack. Now B is an operand, so move it to the list. This particular symbol is used for raised to the power, and raised to the power is an operator. It is an operator. I have to check whether there is any operator inside the stack. Yes, we have an operator inside the stack, that is division operator. So we have to compare the precedence now. Stack operator has lower precedence than my incoming operator. That means I need not to pop out this operator. I will simply push incoming operator to the stack. If suppose this stack would be having an operator with higher precedence than this incoming operator, then I had to pop this operator and added it to the list. But in this case it has lower precedence, so I cannot pop it out. This is the rule. So let's take another input here, that is C. So a C is an operand, so operands are to be moved to list. Minus. For minus, you can see minus is an operator, so we have to check the precedence this time. Now here, this raised to the power or exponentiation has higher precedence than minus, so I have to pop it out. So this exponentiation is popped and added to the list. Then we will left over with division. Again compare these two. Division is also having higher precedence, so pop this division from the stack and add it to the list. And at the end I received an opening parenthesis, then I have to stop here. So at the end I will push this operator to the stack. After all the popping and comparison of operators, you have to push incoming operator to the stack. So I have done two operations here. I have popped till the precedence is high in the stack. If the stack precedence is high, you have to pop the operator. If the precedence is low, then you need not to pop the operator. Secondly, you have to push the incoming operator, that is the incoming operator minus, you have to push the incoming operator to the stack. Next, D is simply what? It is an operand, so add it to the list. Now when I receive this closing parenthesis, I will remove all the operators till I receive opening parenthesis. So there is only one symbol, that is minus. So I will take this minus from here, pop it out and add it to the stack. So this is the answer. Once again, I would like to summarize the algorithm because it is an important algorithm and the question will definitely come. So you have to understand it very clearly and practice many questions, as many questions as you can. I will give you a list of questions for the practice purpose. So let's summarize the algorithm again. For the given question, simply insert one opening and one closing parenthesis. This is the first step. And create columns. First column for all the inputs, write all the symbols in the first column, that is the input column. Then create stack column, create list column, and then the action what you are performing. This is a simple action. Mainly we are creating two sequences. First one is your stack and second one is your list. These two performs the basic operations for the conversion, and if any step goes wrong, you will get the wrong answer. So let's take it very clearly. For any symbol, you have four options. You have to see whether it is an operator, whether it is an operand, whether it is an opening parenthesis, or it is a closing parenthesis. So for all four options, we have four solutions. Now suppose it is simply an opening parenthesis, bracket is opened, then push it in the stack. Open brackets are always pushed in the stack. If you receives closing bracket, bracket is closed, right bracket, that means pop all the operators one by one, add to the list till you get its corresponding opening bracket. Because opening and closing are corresponding brackets, there must be an opening bracket inside the stack. Till you get that bracket, you have to pop all the operators and add them to the list. If it is an operand, for operand you need not to do anything, just simply write it in the list. If it is an operator, operator is little tricky, because at the time you receives an operator, you have to make few decisions. If you receives an operator, then check the precedence inside the stack. Simply remember one thing, if stack has higher precedence operator, pop that operator and add to the list. Then check second operator. If it is also at higher precedence, then pop it and add to the list. Pop the operators one by one till you get lesser precedence operator or equal precedence operator inside the stack. Then you need not to do anything. After doing this popping, you need to push your incoming operator back to the stack. So this is the rule you have to remember. Let's move to the second operation or second application of the stack, that is evaluation of expression, and postfix expression are going to be evaluated using stack. So I will take an example. First I will give you the algorithm, then I'll take the example. Postfix evaluation is much easier than conversion, so let's take it. Simply you will receive a postfix expression in the question, and the expression is to be evaluated. Evaluated means you have to calculate the result of it. So for that you have to maintain few things. Push and pop you have to maintain, when to push and when to pop. So there is the algorithm, only 2 points to remember. If you receive an operand, operand means a, b, or a value 4, 6, any value. If you receives a symbol as an operand, then push it in the stack. If you remember in the previous application, when we are converting postfix infix to postfix, at the time of operand we are moving it to the list, but in this evaluation, if you receives an operand, simply push it to the stack this time. And if you receives operator, then pop 2 symbols from the stack, evaluate it and push the result back to the stack. So let's do this practically, how it works. So this is my question. You can see it is a postfix expression, because you can see operands are written like this without operators in between. That means it is not a simple infix expression, it is a postfix expression. Operators arrives after the operands. So this postfix expression, for solving it, you need to create a table and maintain an input symbol, stack, then calculations, and the action you are taking, or give it a meaning. So I have written these input symbols in first column. All the symbols, don't miss any, otherwise the answer will be wrong. So all the symbols you receive, write it in the first column. Now let's work on it one by one. It is very easy, because 8 is an operand, so push it in the stack. 3 is also an operand, push it in the stack. 1 is an operand, push it in the stack. Now this time we have received an operator. Multiplication is an operator, so whenever you receive an operator, pop 2 symbols from the stack and apply this operations on it. You can see here the 2 topmost, because if you remember, stack में जब आप एलिमेंट्स निकालते हो तो टॉप से ही निकलते हैं. सो आपके टॉप मोस्ट एलिमेंट जो होंगे 2 और 3 और 1 है. Then we have to apply multiplication. I have written here the calculation that 3 into 1 it will give me 3. So this 3 result is going to be pushed back to the stack. After performing operation, push the answer to the stack. Now next symbol is 12. So 12 is an operand, push in the stack. 2 will also push in the stack. Plus, again plus is an operator, so take 2 operands, apply addition and push the result. 12 plus 2, 12 plus 2 will give me 14, and then push this 14 back to the stack. Again there is one more plus, then I have to take 3 and 14 out of the stack, pop these two, 3 and 14, apply addition, answer is 17. This 17 is pushed back to the stack. Now last symbol which I received, that is minus. So I will take these two symbols from the, pop them and apply subtraction on them because minus is subtraction. So 8 and 17, 8 minus 17 will give me minus 9. So my answer is minus 9. This is the answer. The answer will be placed inside the stack. So this is how you can evaluate your postfix expression using stack. I hope you understood both applications. Either conversion or evaluation question will come, any one of them will come. So I will provide you list of questions to practice, and do practice it. I hope I made the conversion process very much clear. You rewind the video, see it again, then rewind, see it again, and you will understand it very nicely, and you will be able to perform it in the board. So practice, practice and practice. Thank you. I have taken few questions from the CBSE book, from the site of CBSE, and I want you all to practice these questions. These are the questions based on infix conversion to postfix, and second one is for evaluation. So practice these questions, and doubts are to be mentioned in the comment. Thank you.